out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you. A world without rules and controls, without borders or boundaries. A world where anything is possible. Where we go from there is a choice I leave to you.
All right. All right. All right. You know, it is quite the day when the disciple has to confront the man that even got him to this shit. You know, it's quite the day. It really is. Now, it is still a glorious day. It is still, as it will be written in Scripture, someday in the future when all machines and all types of mechanical instruments are destroyed, they will speak of Teofimo Lopez. They will speak of the one. They will speak of the one they didn't love. I've seen a lot of hate for Teofimo Lopez. It's all good. It's really good. Best believe. All right? You best believe. In fact,
I know you're out there.
let's do it again.
I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you.
I know you're afraid of us. I know you're afraid of change. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to accept that you were wrong. All right? That goes to you, to you Lomachenko fans. It's all right. All right? Look, man. Check it out, man. That's me, Chicano G-Funker right there. See that? That's us right there. Check it out. Like, you know what I mean? Come with me. Hail Mary. Come quick. See, look, come over here. All right? Listen to me. Listen to the ones that told you. Stop listening to everybody else. Okay? Check it out, man. Check it out. The scripture will say, it will talk about people that thought, in fact, I think it's in the Bible, bro. I think this shit's already in the Bible. Yeah, like you know, I know this shit's in the Bible. Like, I know it is. Let me find this shit in the Bible. Okay. You know, I'm gonna find this shit right now. This shit's in the scripture. Check it out. I'm not even a religious dude, but Teofimo Lopez is making me religious as a motherfucker. Okay? Look at this. Like, dude came out in the 12th round. Like, look at me. I'm going to show you there is a God. Okay? Dude just came out. All right? I'm going to show you God exists. For all you guys that, oh, not even God himself could help him beat Lomachenko. Okay. I can't find the quote. I can't. All right, hold on. I hate it when I'm not prepared for shit, but Romans 1 verse 22. Although they claim to be wise, they were fools. All right? All these cocky, arrogant motherfuckers out here. They even talk like the Matrix too. Like, he don't have a chance. Lomachenko's the greatest that ever lived. It is laughable that Teofimo could win the fight. It is impossible to even believe that he could win. Shut up. Okay? Shut up. Oh, but these why you so hard on us? The Matrix. All you have to do is take the red pill, and that is it. Now I want to talk about this Undisputed thing. That's why I'm here. I just listened to Blood Boxing's video. All right. And I gotta say, well, it's one of those situations where like I'm not like disagreeing, but I'm not agreeing either. All right. And let me explain what I mean by that. All right. Let me explain what I mean by that to you guys. So, this Undisputed thing, did you guys not understand? Like, everyone has their own criteria, right? But I'm going to get to what Blood said should be undisputed. But before I get there, I've heard, oh, you just need 3 of the 4 belts. That's what Floyd said, right? And people were running with that. Oh yeah, totally. That totally works. And all you do is I've been inconsistent all these years. Man, you guys got no credibility, bro. Like honestly. Okay? But whatever Floyd said, what Floyd said, right? He said, like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, well, whatever. Right? So we all know that's a bunch of bullshit. We have people saying that, hey, as long as it's 4 belts, it doesn't matter which ones they are, as long as it's 4, right? Some people say, no. If it's under dispute, I want you guys to understand this. Then you have others that say, as long as the other sanctioning bodies recognize the other belt, and it's 4 of them, then it matters. That's what matters. As long as every single one of those belts has mandatories, and then it matters. Like, what? We're just coming up with shit, right? And then you have, and shout out is my dude and all, but we got to do is like capital type that say, if it's in dispute, then it's not undisputed by definition, right? Now, I want you guys to understand that criteria is impossible. You really are in the fucking Matrix if you think that's a possibility. No one has, look, I want you guys to understand, all right? And I'm not necessarily saying blood, but a lot of people are going out of their way to discredit Teofimo Lopez in ways I haven't seen in a long time, and that's saying something, okay? Now, you don't necessarily have to agree that it's undisputed. I don't even think it's undisputed. I'll get to that in a little bit, okay? But can this guy get his damn credit? When Crawford became undisputed, beating fucking Ndongo, I came on here and I gave him his credit, okay? I gave him credit, even though it was Ndongo, not fucking Lomachenko. Nobody was running around saying, "Oh, but wait a minute. What about the WBA regular? That's the one with all the prestige and the history." No one. You may stop now just to benefit your argument. You could go back and be, "Oh, we should have done it." No, but you didn't. You didn't do it. Nobody discredited Crawford because there was a WBA champ. It was a WBA super. The WBC, IBF, and the WBO. WBA did the same fucking shit the WBC is doing now. They just did it a while back. It became normalized to the point that nobody, not even all the historians here, pointed out, nah, he's not undisputed because it's still in dispute. And he's not. He needs to be the WBA regular as well because that's the one with all the lineage, right? I didn't hear that at all. Where was that? In fact, nobody in the right mind, I would hope, is saying that if Anthony Joshua fights Tyson Fury for the undisputed, right? I haven't heard one person say, "No, time out." Yo, if you want to become undisputed, all roads to undisputed go through Manuel Shar. Because Manuel Shar has that belt that has the lineage all the way back to when it was the NBA. Okay? Manuel Shar has the belt that has all that history. Not AJ. AJ has a super belt, the fake one that just started a few years ago. Ain't nobody was saying that. Even before Fury came into the picture. When it was about Wilder AJ, right? And let's say AJ beats Fury in the trilogy. Let's say he goes and fights Anthony Joshua. Are we going to say that they have to also have the WBA regular belt because it has the lineage? Are we going to say that? Is anybody in the right man saying that? Or is it because no one gives a fuck about Manuel Shar, regardless of the belt he has? Who did Tank Davis beat for that belt? Not with the lineage cares. Who did he beat for the belt? Who did he beat for the belt? Who did he beat? Now because Floyd Mayweather, the promoter, right, of Tank Davis, just because he said, now his words are prophetic, because he said they got to come see Tank, nobody was saying you got to come see Tank before Floyd said it. Because nobody has required, not one person has required that someone has a WBA regular up until now that Floyd said it. Up until Floyd said it now. Oh, you know what? Yes, that's true. Yeah, he needs to beat Tank too. Tank is in the mix. Now, okay, now the WBA Super, right, that Teofimo has doesn't count either. We're going to take that away from him too, right? He only has the IBF and the WBO. That's it. The real ones are held by Tank and Devin Haney. That's what I'm being told. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm being told. Am I in the middle of the Matrix right now? Like, for real? Oh, who are those dudes? Come with us. You know, we will show you the truth. Like, you know what I mean? The Matrix that has not stopped. I see that Teofimo Lopez has more fucking work to do. That's what I see right now. That's what I'm seeing. Apparently, he hasn't shown you enough. Even though he's shown you more, right? He's shown you more than everybody else at lightweight. How about this? Riddle me this, riddle me that. Who's the man that knocked out Comey in the second round? Who's the man that beat Lomachenko? Riddle me this, riddle me that. Who has a better resume that's active today at lightweight? No one. No one. Okay? The last dude Haney beat, you could spell that shit moron. Okay? A dude with the last name Moron is not a dude that you clamor for and say, yeah, that proves he's the best. Okay? Do you understand me? Maybe in the Matrix, that makes sense. But in reality, since we took the red pill, that makes no sense. A lot of you got to start taking the red pill. A lot of you took that blue pill, and now you're still in the Matrix. You're still believing all this shit. I'm just telling you right now. I see the chat. I'll get there in a little bit. Okay? I am telling you guys right now, I don't understand what Teofimo has to do. Now I'm hearing that the only reason Teofimo is getting praise is because he's Latino, apparently. That's why. Well, that's not true. He's getting praise, okay, because he's beating, two reigning champions. He beat Comey, who was a reigning IBF champion, and he beat Lomachenko. Even if you want to count the WBC, he was a reigning WBA super, all right? which no one had an issue with for years. Now we have an issue with it because Floyd said something. Okay? And the WBO champion. Right? So, like, at the end of the day, he beat 2 reigning champions. Tank hasn't done that. Like, like, to be the man, you got to beat the man. Look, even though Ric Flair says that, it's not originated by him. That shit goes all the way back, started by boxing. Okay? John L. Sullivan was the heavyweight champion of the world, and not because a sanctioning body said so. Okay? It wasn't because, but it's still in dispute. It was none of that. He was just the best. Teofimo is the best at lightweight. That's all that matters. He's the best lightweight in the world until proven otherwise. And he's proven more. A lot of you are still in the Matrix. He was proven before. He had a better resume than Tank at lightweight before the Lomachenko fight. Beat better opposition before. He didn't have to beat a guy with a last name Moron to win the fight. It's Moran. I don't give a fuck. Okay? You have to beat Richard Comey to become a champion. Do you understand? He didn't fight for a vacant belt. Okay? They didn't give him a fucking title like they did with fucking Broner or fighting a fucking nobody and shit to win his first title. Okay, a lot of these dudes. Who the hell did Tank beat for his first world title? I'm waiting. Without looking at BoxRec. Come tell me who he beat for his first world title. Don't look at BoxRec now. Just tell me. All right? Teofimo had to beat Comey, and people talk down on that and shit. All right? It was 14th fight, 15th fight. Come on. Give the dude some credit. All right? I'm just telling you that right now. Give the man some credit. Give him his credit. He's the best. Call him the best. Stop using the Undisputed as a crutch. Now let's talk about becoming undisputed. Do you guys not know? So apparently now, even if Devin Haney fights Teofimo Lopez, right? Let's say they fight. So apparently the winner is not undisputed either because you got to beat Tank Davis, right? Tank has the WBA regular, right? Tank is fighting at 130 pounds, so he might not even make that weight against Leo Santa Cruz, but he's still going to be praised as a champion, right? Oh, but D-Style, he beat Gamboa. He beat Gamboa, D-Style. He fought a one-legged Gamboa for about, 10, 11 rounds, dude. Are you kidding me? He looked pudgy and out of shape. He better come in better shape for his next fight. If he looks like that against Leo Santa Cruz, he's going to lose. That's why I'm waiting until the weigh-in to give my prediction. All right? I'm waiting for the weigh-in. I believe that if Tank comes at his best, he should beat Leo Santa Cruz. I believe that. Will he come at his best? Who fucking knows? Nobody knows. You couldn't believe. Remember, everybody believed Andy Ruiz. Remember that shit? Oh, but D-Style, Andy Ruiz looks so good in the weigh-in. Did you see how he looks so good? Like, nah. I'll wait for the weigh-in. In boxing tradition, you wait for the weigh-in because that's where the truth comes out. All right? That's what I'm going to wait for. I'm not going to believe Instagram posts with Tank, okay, standing on something and it says 135 on it. I'm not going to believe that. You can believe that if you want. I ain't going to believe shit. All right? The Matrix ain't fooling me. So apparently if Haney fights Teofimo, which everybody wants that fight, right? Okay, cool. Let's do that fight. It will be a big event. 2 young stars, good for boxing. I mean, this is what it's all about, But we still can't say undisputed, right? Boxing fans still can't utter the words undisputed now. Oh, D-Style, don't say undisputed. Because Tank still has the regular 135-pound belt. So because Tank Davis has a regular 135-pound belt at WBA, we can't even call the winner of Teofimo Devin Haney. Like, this is crazy. I'm sorry. And then Let's take it a step further. What's the big deal this time? Have the winner fight Tank. Now, I find it funny how Tank gets to just fight for the Undisputed, right? No, how about this? How about Tank? This is a perfect scenario, right? Teofimo had to beat Lomachenko, right? And Comey. He had to dethrone two champions. All right? He played in the divisional playoff against Comey. He played in the NFC Championship against Lomachenko. He's ready to play in the Super Bowl. How about they don't even have to play in the divisional? Okay? How about Tank Davis and Devin Haney? Why don't we call for those two guys to unify? Why don't they play in the AFC Championship and then they could unify those belts? Why don't you call for that fight? Why not that one? Why not that fight? Why don't those two guys behave like champions and unify the belt against each other? Let's see Devin Haney against Tank Davis, and then the winner fights Teofimo Lopez in the Super Bowl. Why do both of them just get to stand back and wait? Okay? Just stand back and wait and just play in the Super Bowl. Now, I don't have a problem with it. If they announce it tomorrow, I'm all for it, right? If they announce Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, who according to Dan the Man, they've already FaceTime. He mentioned them by name. He said, yes, I'll fight him, but he's still getting accused of ducking. That's just ridiculous. Okay? As soon as they announce, and the winner, the take, like the announcer didn't even finish saying takeover before people started saying, he's ducking. He's ducking Haney. He's gonna duck Haney. He's gonna duck Haney. He's ducking Haney. He's a ducker. He's a ducker. The guy with a better resume is a ducker. The guy's by far better opposition is a ducker. That's ridiculous. Just putting labels on a dude like that doesn't deserve those labels at all. Okay? You understand? And he's talking about doing great things, winning 140, as an undisputed, or wanting to become undisputed. But even now, even Ramirez Tater can be seen as undisputed now, guys. Because there's a WBA regular. Right? Who's a WBA regular at 140 pounds? Anybody know the answer to that question? Anybody? Can anybody tell me who that is? Anybody? So, can somebody please tell me who the WBA regular champion is? Anybody? Mario Barrios. So apparently now, the winner of Jose Ramirez, Josh Tater, they got a date with Mario Barrios, right? They got to fight Mario Barrios. All roads to Undisputed go through Mario Barrios, right? Mario Barrios, all of a sudden, like he's in the mix, right? Because he's a WBA regular. He's a WBA regular. That's what we're doing, right? Mario Barrios. Does anybody know who Mario Barrios beat for the title? Anybody? Anybody out there? Mario, is it Mario Barrios? Oh, man. Let me tell you something, man. Let me go to light welterweight really quick. Oh, by the way, at lightweight, let me tell you guys something. Even if the winner of Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, fights Tank Davis, and then the winner of that fight, guess what? They got a date with Ronaldo Romero, baby. Because it's still in dispute, right? It's still in dispute. Ronaldo Romero is the interim WBA champion right now. Okay? The WBA has been doing worse shit than WBC. Nobody's calling them out for it. I'll tell you that right now. They've been doing this shit. All right? They've been doing this crap. Let me tell you something. All roads to Undisputed at lightweight go to Ronaldo Romero. Oh, that's at 135. Okay. Point blank period. And then, like, this is ridiculous, bro. You know what I mean? This has to be one of the most ridiculous. Like, the standard is impossible. Ryan Garcia is going to be fighting Luke Campbell for the WBC title. If Devin Haney fights for a quote-unquote undisputed against Teofimo Lopez, they're going to then quote-unquote transfer the WBC regular to the winner of that fight. If Tank Davis unifies with Haney or with Teofimo Lopez, then you know who becomes? Okay? Then, where's this dude at? Ronaldo Romero becomes a regular WBA champion. Dude, like trying to unify, trying to become undisputed is like killing all the zombies in The Walking Dead. It's never going to end. Bang! Shot the head. Guess what? 3 more are coming. Right? And a couple more are coming. And a couple more are coming. It's just, that's what it is. It's like the zombies in The Walking Dead. As soon as this guy becomes WBA champion, he automatically fights for the WBA Super most of the time. And then he's upgraded to WBA Super. And then they you know how many vacancies the WBA regular has? They have a lot of vacancies, dude. Okay? A lot of them. Regular champion when he unified with what's his name? Pony hair dude. Oh my God, Keith Thurman, right? But they didn't let him keep both belts immediately. They got you have Jamal James and Ugas. They have a regular champion and an interim champion. This is ridiculous, dude. Jamal James and Ugas have a claim to the regular WBA title, okay? So you're telling me that if Spence fights Crawford, right? Like you're telling me, right, Errol Spence fights Crawford, right? Let's say they unify. And then Pacquiao fights the winner of them, or vice versa, however it's done. They still got to see Ugas. Oh, you're not undisputed yet. You got to go through Ugas. Oh, you're not undisputed. Oh, hold on. You still got Jamal James, right? And guess what? They're going to fill those vacancies before the undisputed fight happens. What are we going to say? Oh, no. There's still a WBA regular champion. There's still a guy here. There's still a guy. This is ridiculous. It never ends, guys. You get the belt, they put somebody else there. You make the same argument. That's the same belt with the lenience, this, that, and the third, right? That's what's going on. This is ridiculous. I cannot describe to you how ridiculous this is. I could accept the David Haney situation because it's fresh, because it's new. The wound is new. It happened before our very eyes, right? So, okay, we won't call him. You still got to call him the best, though. He's the best lightweight in the world, all right? A lot of the same dudes that are saying he hasn't proven anything. He looks good against guys he's supposed to look good against, are believing everything in the world about Devin Haney, even though he's done less than Teofimo Lopez had done, right? Same opponent, Haney went 9-10 rounds with him. Teofimo, boom, knocked him out of the first round. It's the same level of opposition, same opponent, right? Plus Comey, plus Diego Magdaleno, top 10. Okay, better than anybody in Devin Haney's resume, in my opinion. Okay, Comey definitely. Lomachenko without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt, he's just done more to be, given the mantle of the best lightweight in the world. Stop using undisputed as a crutch. Oh, he's not undisputed. He's not undisputed. Okay, fine. But he's the best. He's the best at lightweight. I said the fights were lightweight supremacy. Right? He's the best because he's fought and beaten the best. or at least better than anybody else has. Lil Santa Cruz just moved up to 130, right? That's who he's fighting and defending the 135-pound belt against. I mean, come on. We get Pacquiao all types of hell and shit for doing that type of shit. Now, Pacquiao never did that specifically. He would fight for a belt like Margarito, right? It was 151, 150 for a 154-pound belt, but nobody ever mentions that. Okay, it's whatever. Okay, people are stuck in the matrix. All right, but I don't want to get too much on Pacquiao because at the end of the day, dude was a WBA regular champion. Okay, he fought Keith Thurman, and he's already been stripped. He was stripped immediately of the WBA regular. Okay. And now we have two. Jamal James, all right, is the interim, even though he won, I believe he won the belt before Ugas did. Isn't that a bitch? And then we're going to have another WBC champion, okay, with the winner of Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell. You can't make this shit up. You can't. So, like, at the end of the day, WBC, okay, is trying to make the WBC franchise the super, all right? This is fresh on our minds, so that's why a lot of it is sticking out. But the WBA, bro, almost in every weight class has a super champion, a regular champion, and an interim champion. In almost every weight class. This is ridiculous. Okay? So now are you telling me that Manuel Shar is the real WBA champion, not Anthony Joshua? Manuel Shar? Because he has the belt that has lineage all the way back to so-and-so? I've always been a firm believer that the lineage that matters in boxing is the man that beat the man that beat the man. And the way we establish the man is through unification fights. Used to be through Undisputed to start a lineage, but now it's impossible. It's impossible to do it. They've made it impossible. They've made it to where we're going to make these belts for unifications and these belts are for guys that wanted to stay and defend. They've made it that way. It's impossible. Even when people are like, hey, I want the Klitschko brothers to fight, right? Even if Vladimir would have fought Vitelli and gotten all the belts, he still wouldn't have been undisputed by this definition because other guys were the WBA, quote-unquote, regular champion. Povetkin had the regular belt. Then Shagayev. And some other motherfucker. Then Jimmy Jackass. Okay? James J. Bootleg Jeffries, like all these, like these, Manuel Shar, and like come on, nobody was a old guy. What about Manuel Shar, right? Nobody. But now since Floyd said, "Nah, Tank has the belt that matters," bullshit. It's bullshit. In fact, let me look this shit up. Oh, this is gonna be beautiful. Oh man, I just thought of something. I want to double check here. Okay, I want to double check because I'm 99% sure. I like to be 100% sure. Let's take a look here. Let me log in. Got my little BoxRec login, baby. All right, let's see. All right. Where are you? Oh, this is beautiful. All right. You remember when Floyd Mayweather Jr. sat there and said, oh, you just need 3 belts. You just need 3 belts to be undisputed and fight high point with it and all that, right? Remember all that bullshit? Remember that? Well, I guess he only, by his logic, I'm going to get it to him, Zeno. I need to get this out, bro. Like, the message is more important. Like, you know what I mean? People could read the comments, but hear me out. The problem with comments, you lose your train of thought and the video becomes about other shit. I want to make sure my thoughts get out. I'm going to go over the comments. Don't worry about it. Floyd Mayweather. Oh, dude, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, wait till you see this. Oh my God. Wait till you let me move the matrix out of the way right now for you guys. Okay? Mr. Floyd Mayweather Jr. Says I got the nice little zoom thing. Remember the Pacquiao fight? In fact, all right. Look at that. Look at this. He fought Marcos Maidana for the WBA super title. Wait a minute, Floyd. Why weren't you fighting for the quote unquote real title, Floyd Mayweather? What happened, Floyd? What happened? In fact, he fought Canelo Alvarez for the WBA super title. Right? Let's check this out. That could be the weight class. Okay? But is it? Because look at Pacquiao. WBA Super World title. WBA doesn't call it Super Welterweight, so we know what that is, right? Floyd Mayweather Jr. fought Manny Pacquiao. Is what we know for sure for the Super title at the WBA. Is what he did. He fought Maidana for the Super title. Is what he did. He fought Canelo for the Super title, not the regular title. By his own logic, then you know what, Floyd? Even by your own definition, your own crappy bullshit definition, when you were spewing that diarrhea out of your fucking mouth, all right, on Fight Hype, talking about, I won 3 titles, that's what matters. Well, it didn't matter then. What a fucking coincidence. Okay? Even Berto, you defended the Super title at the WBA. That's what you did. All right? That's what you fucking did. Do you understand? So he's coming around saying Teofimo Lopez doesn't have the real belt because the real belt's held by Tank, and now his word is gospel. Yet nobody, well, who did he beat? Was it really Gamboa who he beat for the fucking super title? You say it when you fuck with, let me tell you something. D-Style brings the fucking heat. I don't deal with emotion, I deal with fucking facts. And I'm showing them to you. And I'll say it one more time. All right? Since it happened in the middle of Devin Haney becoming the champion, then I understand the Devin Haney situation a lot more than the Tank situation. Okay? I get it with Devin Haney. I do. Okay? I could empathize with the Devin Haney situation. But Tank Davis isn't the real WBA champion. Okay? Everybody knows that. You can talk about the lineage all you want. Okay? But the WBA Super is the one recognized as the real belt by the sanctioning body. Okay? It's the one that that is the end goal, like in many cases. Okay? But if we're gonna do that, then I guess Crawford wasn't undisputed. Okay? I guess he wasn't undisputed then because it wasn't for the regular title. You know? I guess everybody's got to fight the WBA regular. Like, does that count? Do interim champions count too? Like I just want to know where it ends. That's all I want to know. In this specific case, okay, I could see someone arguing. I see, hey, Haney, Theo, they got to see each other. Okay. But if WBA regular really has to be in the mix, do you understand how impossible it is? Like WBA Super was made so it could unify with other belts. That's the purpose of its creation. The same with the franchise. I'm not saying I agree with it. I know it's a bunch of bullshit. I know the sanctioning bodies have fucked all this up. This is nobody's fault. This is the sanctioning body's fault. Okay? Everything. I get that. But the standard for Undisputed is becoming more and more impossible. Now Floyd comes out. Motherfucker didn't fight for the, like, he fought Maidana. He fought fucking, I believe, Guerrero. He fought fucking Canelo. He fought Manny Pacquiao for the super. And he's coming around saying that on the one that matters is the regular. Get the fuck out of here. All right? Get the fuck out of here. This is bullshit. That's what it is. This is circumstantial bullshit. That's what it is. And I'm seeing, and this is not everybody, but I'm seeing hate of Theo everywhere. Okay? I'm seeing Hispanics hating on Teofimo Lopez. I'm seeing everybody, white people, black people. I'm seeing all types of hate, just hating on this dude. What has he done other than, yes, he runs his mouth, he talks a big game, but what has he done at a young age, man? He's toppled 2 reigning champions. He sacked 2 fucking cities as a conqueror. That's what he's done. A lot of these motherfuckers haven't sacked shit as conquerors. When it comes to the lightweight division, he rules the fucking Coliseum right now until proven otherwise. We all have our opinions. I get it. Haney's a good fighter. If you feel he could beat Teofimo, nothing wrong with that. That's your opinion. But he has to prove it first. They had a conference call. There's no need to come out and just start labeling this guy out. This guy was labeled a ducker when he was negotiating the Lomachenko fight. They're calling him all types of shit. Like, oh, he's scared. He's a bitch. He don't want to fight this guy. You know what I mean? He's scared. He's scared of fighting, Lomachenko because he knows he's going to get schooled. Now, fuck you. I'm trying to get paid, dude. Right? Like, you want me to step up right now? You want me to fight this dude? You're going to fucking pay me. And he negotiated for more money. It's not a big deal. He wasn't trying to duck Lomachenko. Let me get to the comments before Zeno gets mad at me and shit. You know what I mean? Teofimo, Undisputed, no question, anything else. Belt's gone wild, says run up the score. Chicano Profit, that's the beauty of HCP. We can give our different opinions and we still get along. Smash the like button, says Cano Local Sports. If you guys are not subscribed to Cano Local Sports, I don't know what to tell you, okay? Dude comes on here, man. You know, people always shit, exclusive. Like, now, this dude's got exclusive, like the definition of exclusive. He brings a guy on, you know what I mean? It's just on his channel. They're chopping it up. A lot of exclusive boxing interviews. Make sure you check this out. Cano Local Sports is the king of Puerto Rican boxing talk here on YouTube. So make sure you fucking subscribe. All right? Brusco 60, yeah, they did do it to themselves. The sanctioning bodies. Run up the score is delusional. He says, I want Teofimo Loma rematch. I'm still taking the blue pill. He's still stuck in a matrix. You know what I mean? Salute my bro. D-Style Boxing says, Zeno, how's it going? Big LT, Theo's a great fighter, has 3 of the belts, 1 more to go, WBC champ. Well, apparently there's 2 more to go, but what I'm hearing, apparently now since Floyd said you got to win tanks, the legitimate one is the one Tank has, the one he beat Gamboa for. That's a legitimate title. Zeno, how's it going? Chief Funky, Teofimo is the king of the lightweight division. Get used to it, haters. Damn. Mr. Doc, Tank beat Gamboa for it, and it was vacant, meaning there was no lineage. The lineage breaks and it's obsolete once a title goes vacant. Tank might be the middleweight soon. Dude has been working out in a sauna suit for weeks to try to make weight. Unbelievable. Run PMC says it was vacant in the Gamboa fight. But Ryan King Garcia is the king. Lion Ryan. All right. What's up, Zeno? What's up, Mr. Doc? Matrix Volume 2, absolutely. Big Altiza needs to fight Haney for Undisputed. Apparently needs to fight Tank now, too. Teofimo needs to go through the gauntlet, right? He needs to fight Haney. He needs to fight Tank. Well, why don't Tank and Haney? Well, why am I not seeing any Haney versus Tank videos then? And they're both champions. They could unify, right? Well, why isn't Tank gonna duck Haney? He ducked Lomachenko for years. That's the facts. Ducked him for years. And then Theo beats him all of a sudden. It's like a win for Tank. No, it's not. Theo beat him. Theo beat him. Tank gets zero credit. He didn't win anything. He ducked him. And he ducked him for a reason. Yeah, Loma's shoulder is a bunch of bullshit. To be the man, you got to beat the man, says Chief Funky. Zeno. Or David Hayes' magic toe. Gotcha. Loma needs to salt, Mr. Shelton, rub salt water. Yes, run up the score. There's people arguing that. I mean, everyone has their opinions, but he's without a doubt the best in the world. Like you know what I mean? Until proven otherwise. Run PMC. I wonder if Haney's belt saw Joyce's punches in the way to his email box. Damn. Zeno, I can't give Theo credit. He has the belt lightweight now without a shadow of a doubt. I can't give. I got you. You got to give him the credit. I got you. Double negative equals a positive, I guess. Tanner last fight was his baby mama at a charity boxing ball game. Damn. All right. Zeno says, I do think Theo needs to fight Haney and Tank, though. If he goes up, I will never forgive him. Damn. Haney fighting Gamboa next. Great test for him. Cano Local Sport, even if he ain't top shape, he beat Santa Cruz, in my opinion. Zeno, Cruz is going to sleep. Tank is on weight. He is at 135. Well, if you want to believe it, you believe it. And Haney and Tank dare to be great. The Teofimo ducking them for a reason, says no Paul. Chicano. I lean towards Tank not making weight. At least 135, right? Or 130, that is. Zeno, Run PMC says to Zeno, I think the mistake is so close to wait a week out, already depleting. It might backfire, and maybe that explains why they delayed the fight all the way to Halloween. Okay. Theo isn't undisputed. I'm not going for WC's Mickey Mouse French fries belt. Damn. Who is protecting Lopez? I want to see Lopez versus Haney. Says Chief Funky. Miguel Dragon. Plus, he said, I'll fight him. Like, what? You guys said, come on, dude. Do you guys know that ESPN didn't even whisper the name Devin Haney? Lopez brought up the name of Devin Haney. Okay? It's ridiculous, dude. He was announcing winner. He's ducking. Like, come on, dude. For fuck's sakes. Miguel Mondragon. It wasn't Floyd, the WBA super champion, but now he doesn't count according to him. Yep, absolutely. Boxiano, Teofimo going to move up to 140 so he can duck regular champs. He's actually ducking the WBA gold champion. My God. Don't forget the IBO. We're not going to count the IBO. Boxers need to stop recognizing and fighting for the IBO title, please. We don't need yet another fucking belt. Just stop. Say no. Do what Inoue did when they try to give him the diamond belt. Say, nah, I don't want that shit. You guys know that story, right? Obali, the French dude, beat up his brother in the undercard of the Donaire fight. WBC came to him with a fucking in the ring after he beat Donaire. Tried to hand him a WBC belt. It was a diamond belt, but he said, no, I don't want that. No. I want the motherfucker to beat my brother for the belt. All right? I don't want the diamond belt. Say nah. Start saying nah. Loma should have said nah. He should have said, nah, I don't want that. Canelo should have said nah. I'm keeping it real. I don't want no fucking franchise belt. What the fuck? Stop. It's okay to say no. What do you get out of it? Like, what type of a gift is one that you have to pay for? You know, hey, man, hey, Chicano Prophet, I got a gift for you. You got to pay me a sanctioning fee for it, though. What? It's a $30 gift with a $1,000 sanctioning fee. What type of fucking gift is that? What type of trophy is that? Who has to pay for a status? Like think about it. Oh, but you're a status of this, but you got to pay a sanctioning fee. Shout out to Coppinger. I don't even like Coppinger, but you know me, man. I give credit where credit is due. That was good journalism. I don't even care the reason why he did it. It doesn't matter. He did it. Good on him. And Mauricio Suleiman should be pressed like that. Any real journalist needs to press him like that. Say the fucking truth. That's all you got to do. Ringside Report, a.k.a. Beeb, will be on tonight with us, by the way. Got to end this soon, man. I'm going to do a roundtable tonight. And Lopez being protected. He wouldn't have faced Comey and Lomo back-to-back. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, why would you say that to make the fight next? We all know Loma duck Haney. Stop it. Nobody ducking. I'm not talking. I don't think Haney is ducking Theo. I don't think Theo is ducking Haney. Okay? But Haney's in a pickle. The dude's over there. He's with the zone. Okay? Teofimo Lopez has a sweet deal right now with ESPN. He's in a sweet spot right now. He's got a potential fight with the winner of Tater Ramirez over there. He's got a lot more going for him because of the decision he made, just like Spence, being with PBC, and Crawford being with Top Rank, right? It's all about choice. Teofimo Lopez didn't make him sign. Yes, he got a lucrative deal, but there's a price to pay with stuff. Teofimo Lopez doesn't need to go from 3 million viewers to fighting on a fucking app. Okay? He's not going to go fight in an app unless the zone really forks up the money. You're going to have to really fork up the money to do that. Right? How about Haney comes to ESPN? We'll do the fight there. It's a bigger audience, the biggest sports network in the United States of America. It's a spot to do it. All right? So that's number one. All right? That's number one. We're going to take this fight to a fucking app. All right? Just like I sided with the Wilder people with the Joshua. We ain't going to go to a fucking app. All right? I sided with, the Spence guys saying that Crawford's the one that made the mistake of signing the long-term contract when all the smoke was at over here on PBC. I'm just keeping the same energy is what I'm doing. I'm just keeping it like we do in HCP. Consistent is what I'm doing. All right? Come over to ESPN, baby. You know what I mean? We can do the fight. Biggest network. Simple as that. Doesn't make it seem like it's so easy to just make the fight. No, there's just a predicament of where Haney's at. So, if you think Theo's ducking Haney, you're a moron. I don't think either guy is ducking either guy. Man, most of these lightweight acts like little girls. Don't FaceTime. Let's get your teams together. Yo. Haney and Theo were FaceTiming Rump PMC. You want to say that to their face? Rump PMC. That's playing. All right, you're right, man. Bad. I can forget the IBO. God damn. Nothing's going on. What's going on is what I'm saying. I don't speak in in anything. Like I'm not the Matrix. I don't speak in code. I don't speak in double talk. I'm just giving it to you straight up. I've been giving you the straight ups since the beginning. I'm letting you guys know right now. With all respect, I speak straightforward, not side to side. I'm very, very straightforward about what I say. You may be referring to somebody in the chat. I don't know, but I'm just saying. Mario Barrio, thank you. You know what? If I would have looked at the chat, I would have gotten these answers a lot faster. You know what I mean? But Batista, Tank got more superstar than Teofimo. Based on what? Based on what? A hunch? Maybe he is, but there's no data to prove that. Right? I'm just saying. I only respect the Lenio, Ring, and Chief Funky approved champions. What about my champion, Chicano? What? What about what I say? What about what I say? What about that? Mario Barrios is the GOAT. All roads lead through him. He has the belt that has all the the same with Emmanuel Shaw, right? He should not even have won his last fight. He got whooped by Joel Diaz's boxers. I got you. I hear you. Mario Barrios, all right. Chief Funky weekly list of champions. TD Midwest, I don't know, but it was a great fight on Spence undercard. But Batista, he's sold out more arenas. Gotcha. Zeno, Theo was stuck in Ronaldo Romero. It was very entertaining. I just thought the other dude edged him with the other two knockdowns. Zeno says no regular gets vacated if Teofimo wins. Yeah, it does get vacated. Absolutely. It's an endless cycle. It absolutely is. When Prophet says when Ryan Garcia beats Campbell, Garcia will have a better resume than Haney instantly. Wow. Man, smoke. Zeno. Yes, if we send a plane into the WBC headquarters, aka Cheese House, he wants to do some kamikaze shit. Zeno says yes. We just need to reset the matrix, says Zeno. Run up the score. Ryan Garcia is the NABO lightweight champion. Why is Teofimo ducking him? Doesn't he want the NABO belt? Duck move. He'll soon be WBC interim championship. And if Haney fights Teofimo, guess who they're gonna make the quote unquote regular WBC champion? They're gonna give that to Ryan Garcia if he beats Campbell. And then what are we gonna say? Are we gonna say that the winner of Haney against, Teofimo still has to fight Ryan Garcia to prove that? And then they're going to fight. They're going to have another champion lead up. It's like The Walking Dead. It's never going to end. And if I tank, they're going to give the regular belt to the other guy, Mario Barrios, right? And then before, like, it's never going to end. That's why I'm trying to get it to the people's thick skulls. This is not the fighter's fault. This is the sanctioning bodies. So when as boxing fans, when we're excited about a big fight and we pump it up, we say, man, this is a great unification fight. And then people get mad, don't say, undisputed because it's disrespectful because we got other champions. Well, there's champions everywhere. Everyone and their mother has a fucking title now. My grandma has a belt in her fucking kitchen table, bro. It's insane. All right? If you don't beat the champion for the belt, it's a fake championship. Chicano Prophet. Nah, I don't want to embarrass Jamal by talking about how Teofimo has already done more than the 30 future boxing who hasn't done shit yet. Damn, Chicano Prophet's going in. Zeno says he also has a lot of TikTok viewers. Oh, who? Ryan? Lion Ryan? Shit. All right. If Leo beats Hank, all roads to the speed to go through Leo. Yeah, apparently. Right? And what are we gonna? Are you gonna have to weigh in at 130 to fight Leo for a 135-pound title? Think about that. Don't forget, WBA Gold Champion is a thing. Unbelievable. Next quarter is a champion. It turned into a whole white hope belt as its both titles don't have mandatories. I don't think it has anything to do with that either. I just look, man. They want to give popular fighters that status. That's what it is. Okay, that's what it is. The Bitchko sisters. Damn. Zeno's going in. What's heavyweight retirement broke the Lino line first? I mean, I would like to say Lennox Lewis, but I don't know off the top of my head for sure. You know what I mean? It was on the undercard of Spence. Yeah, gotcha. The Diamond Boy, Emmanuel Shar, most avoided fighter. Everybody's avoiding Emmanuel Shar. Right? He was counted at WBO and not the IBF. Shaking my head. Jay Lee says sub D style boxing. Chicano Prophet, the only one established true lineal status by going undisputed a belt era, the great Bernard Hopkins. That rich lineage has made its way down to Canelo. Well, here's what I'll say about the only one, getting the when Hopkins was around, we didn't have this super titles, this fucking franchise shit, and all that other bullshit. The De La Hoya wanted WBO when the WBO wasn't even still wasn't that rich really, but it was a little more recognized. So the Hopkins was able to win that off of De La Hoya after De La Hoya got it from Sturm. But yeah, they can't have Lopez accomplish Saturday night. Just give him his credit, man. That's all we're saying. Yes, Jay Lee, that's what he said. Zeno says that's cool. They're just hilarious comments in the chat today. I got you. He could have fought Brooke for Undisputed. Says run PMC. Was he the regular? Is that what it was? I don't remember. Was it the IBF? Yeah, IBF, because that's what Spence beat him for. So yeah, IBF. But would it have been undisputed? According to Floyd, it wouldn't have been undisputed because the WBA regular wasn't on the line. So after the pack fight, I hope Leo wins so if they can keep the same energy. Will Leo be the champ? I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just don't know. Bam Bam will take the bet. All right. Box fan says hope. If Leo wins, nobody is undisputed until they beat Leo Santa Cruz. Wow. Floyd, to be honest with you, bro, if Leo wins, he's not a 135-pound champ. Like I just got to keep it real. If let's say Tank makes weight to 130, Leo makes weight to 130. That's a 130-pound fight. You know what I mean? If Leo wins, he's not a lightweight champion. He didn't fight a guy with a limit at 135. I'm a firm believer of that. I got to keep it consistent as I always have been. That's basically winning the lightweight title at a catchweight. And I can't. I'll give him credit for the win as a 130-pound win, but he's not a champion at 135. Can't do it. Can't do it. I get your point, but I just wanted to say that. I wanted to go on record and say that. So Thurman was a real champion, not Floyd. Yep. He only speaks to stay relevant good, not for self-absorbed, and always has been self-serving. A super and regular should be outlawed along the franchise. I agree with you 100%. I agree. Man, I'm so behind, guys, but I'm going to get there, I promise. Okay? But he beats Leo, says Bam Bam. I hear you. ATP says no to vague interpretation. It gives throw breakdowns. All right? Chicano, that's right, G Funky. No need to have silly narratives. We to speak facts. Smash the like for ya. Smash my like button. I have nothing but respect for Theo, says Zeno. G Funky. They're dancing around the fact that Teofimo has accomplished more in 16 fights than some of their favorite fighters at 20 and 130. To be specific, a lot of Haney fans, a lot of Tank fans are not, giving, just not keeping that same energy. Not all of them. Some of them are, because we got to, you know what I mean? But I just feel here, and it's not just Haney and Tank fans, okay? Just a lot of fans in general are acting kind of weird about this Teofimo win. All right? I never seen a guy win a fight of this magnitude, like given like almost no credit by some people. I mean, it's insane. And then it's funny that a lot of those same people didn't even pick him to win. They didn't think he could beat Lomachenko. This is some crazy ass shit. I think the Matrix is still fucking with us. WBA regular heavyweight champ Manuel Shar. Get shat shit get banged. That's the craziest. Then a man, the same Floyd Mayweather who once said you only need 3 to 4 major bouts to become undisputed, and one of them was the WBA regular. Be beautiful. Shout out to Sonteo Media. Subscribe to Sonteo Media. Look, let me tell you, once this pandemic's over, man, his channel's going to be fire. I'm telling you right now, man, he's going to be the ATP on-field reporter and shit. You know what I mean? Zeno says back to the old days, they wouldn't have got those fights done in 4 months. Apparently, to be the man, you got to beat everyone, not just the man. All right? By the way, Sonteo, man, next Tuesday, you want to join me and G Funky, man, you can come out with us. Right? Next Tuesday. Apparently, to be the man, you got to beat everyone, not just the man. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, Gamboa, Humpty Dumpty, take over 10 ranking. Yeah, I got you. This is what we were about last night. Yeah. I hear you. Yep, I see it, says Anaman. Harry Road says, don't make a difference if Theo goes to 140. No one gets the regular, gets on Sugar Ray Leonard going in, Wade, and not fighting Aaron Pryor. Wow. Haney and Tank can come up to 140 if they really want that smoke. And they're gonna. Tank Davis was challenging, remember, like, dude, D-style, all right? D-style boxing is a more consistent motherfucker on here than most of you, okay? Check this out. Devin Haney, all right? We played it last night. I played the clip. I already said he's not going to be at 135 for long, right? We got to make this soon. They're not going to be moving up real fast. He's bigger than Teofimo Lopez, okay? The fight's not lost if they move up to 140. They could still fight, okay? In fact, if he still has dreams of fighting for an undisputed championship, not to worry. Teofimo Lopez will get the undisputed championship at 142, and you'll get your shot. Don't worry about it, okay? But not just that, and he's in a beautiful spot because his promoter's promoting those fighters. Just like Spence with PBC, the great point you guys have made about Crawford, making the mistake of being with Top Rank because all the smokes with PBC, excellent points. The same applies in this situation. Thank you very much. All right. So now, if we look at it, Tank Davis was calling out Josh Taylor. Oh, I'll beat Josh Taylor's ass. I could move up right now and fight him. All right, so he could go to 140 and fight Teofimo Lopez. These fights aren't lost. These fights ain't going nowhere. All these guys are young. All of them. Right? All these fights are young. All of them. All these fighters, I'm sorry, are young. These fights aren't going nowhere. Got a bunch of young guns. It's a good time to be a boxing fan. Don't worry about it. Why did he decline the franchise belt while he was champion? And make no mistake about it, this Leo Santa Cruz Tank Davis fight, it's a lot like the Donnie fight against Sugar Ray Leonard. Sugar Ray Leonard is not really a 175-pound champion in history. He did not fight at that weight class, at that weight limit. Okay, you can't weight train a dude, okay, and then expect to become the man there. Okay. Now, Tank Davis had been fighting. He's had one fight at 135, and they wanted to fight at 130. They should have just fought at 130. This 130, 135 belt thing is a bunch of bullshit. I just want to put that out there. I want to be, because I'm a consistent dude. Okay? Why did he decline the franchise belt when he was champion? Yes, I believe he did, Dan the Man. And shout outs to him. In fact, that's why he still has respect, Dan the Man. Absolutely. Run says, I really don't know if Ramirez is going to stay at 140. As ring coach said, they are moving up after Taylor. Well, I don't know, man. I don't know, Run PFC. He's got a good style for 140. I don't know about 147. You know, the power gap increases there. But I'd like to see Teofimo Lopez. Jose Ramirez is an action-packed fight. I think Theo knocks him out, but I hope he stays long enough to unify. You know what I mean? And at least defend it once if he wins against Josh Taylor. Chicano Prophet, don't be mad at Teofimo for having all the options. That's what happens when you arrive to become the king of a division and when you make the smart decisions and look at the landscape and sign with a promoter that's going to benefit you in that landscape. Right? That's just the truth. So if you make the mistake like a Crawford, like a Heen, like those great points that have been made in the past about Crawford making the mistake of signing with a promotional company that doesn't have all the fighters, right? All those amazing points that I'm carrying over because we want to stay consistent, right? So that's just the way it is. Excellent point. All right. Domingo 101. Isn't Devin the WC champion? So why is he fighting Gamboa? Why isn't Devin fighting his mandatory? I believe because he just won the title against a dude called, what's it, Moron that he beat for the title? Is that who we beat? I forgot who we beat exactly, but here's what I'll tell you guys. Okay, here's what I'll tell you guys. He you do get a certain amount of time. You know what I mean? But then I hear like the WBC could step in and fuck the whole thing up. Like, nah, Devin, you got a mandatory against so and so, right? And then he could say, no, I want to fight Teofimo Lopez. They're gonna say, okay, no problem. You and Teofimo Lopez fight. But you're going to vacate your belt, and now Ryan Garcia is a WBC regular champ. The whole champ, right? And nothing but the champ. Oh, man. And then the winner of Haney Theo is not going to be called Undisputed because Ryan Garcia has a WBC title, right? And Tank has a WBA. Can't make this shit up. I'll tell you guys right now. How is Gamboa, who lost the last fight, fighting for a title? I have no idea, Domingo. That's a good point. But that's boxing for you. Devin, WC champion, tried to fight 126-pounder. Now he's cherry-picking Gamboa. How's that? In fairness, he did try to fight Gary Russell, a guy that Lomachenko already beat in very convincing fashion, proved he was a better fighter when they fought. And he was trying to fight that guy who was a smaller fighter, but he wants to discredit Teofimo Lopez and fighting a small Lomachenko, right? Somebody give me the age of Gary Russell, please. Somebody give me the age. Okay, haplotype. I don't blame any fighters except Loma, who petitioned for the franchise and dumped the regular belt. Domingo, man, Lopez don't need these guys. These guys need Lopez. If I was Lopez, I would move to 140 Undisputed and make those guys fight at 135. I think to make it to the playoffs, made a Super Bowl, just like the great argument made about Crawford. He wants to fight. He wants Spence to gather all the belts, and he wants to fight for the Super Bowl. Agreed. Let's keep that same energy. Let's transfer over to 135. How about these guys fight each other? That way, it's fair, and then they could face Teofimo Lopez in the Super Bowl. Thank you. All right, my God, I love being a consistent motherfucker. It feels good. It's good for my soul to be like that. You know what I mean? It really is. Hey, D-Style will say this with MMA. Boxing needs to go to MMA route, undisputed belt, interim belt. I've been a boxing fan since Trinidad, Oscar, but I don't know who the champions are anymore. You know who the champions are at 135. We've been talking about it, but not only that. With the UFC, they have interim champions as well. You got an interim champion, which is the regular champion fighting this weekend. And not only that, you got Bellator champions. You got King of the Cage champions. You got all these types of champions, right? The best flyweight or whatever in the world, the Mighty Mouse, he's not in the UFC, he's in another promotion, so therefore they don't have an undisputed there either. Thank you very much. God damn, these styles in a row today. Whoo! Man, what are you fucking debating, man? Fucking crushing motherfuckers, right? Anyway. Lopez needs to move up to make these guys fight each other. The winner of Face 140, Domingo. Dude, I got a boat right now. He's holding up my pen. I got you. Lopez is undisputed. Simple as that's his Tiny Tim. That's his opinion. I respect everybody's opinion. If Tiny Tim feels that way, you got to respect what Tiny Tim feels because it's how he feels. Thank you very much. Okay, moving on. Plus, I was also hearing that since that it's okay for PBC on Fox to not recognize the WBO. That's you know what I mean. That's what they were saying because the WBO is the newest belt. It's the little brother, it's the one that nobody cares about. And if Spence unifies all the belts, including with Manny Pacquiao, he would be undisputed because they don't have to count the WBO, right? I mean, we'll just make shit up as we go. Just depending on who our favorite fighter is. We don't. You know what I mean? But these style keeps it consistent. Moving on. John Green Trujillo, Berlanga versus Chavez Jr. took it. Man, this is gonna be Boricua that night. Oh, let me tell you something. I will sing the Puerto Rican national anthem during that fight. You know what I mean? During the fight. During the fight. Fuck Chavez Jr. Fuck Chavez Jr. La Boriqueña. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? La tierra de Borinquen, donde nació yo. Like, I'll be singing that shit, okay, during the fight. I'll be Puerto Rican like until the fight's over and everything. All right, I'll be celebrating, doing the Puerto Rican chants. When Chavez misses a punch, ole! Like the whole shit. You know what I mean? I got Lopez. I'm rolling with Lopez, but it's a good fight. It's a good fight. Haney's a good fighter. Shit, bang, he hasn't fought since 2007, but he's the real champ. He has a real WBA belt. I'm just saying. Floyd was never undisputed. Apparently, Floyd didn't even have 3 belts. He only had 2, by his own definition, when he fought Pacquiao. All right, Tino, peace out, man. I appreciate you, bro. Sorry I fell behind, but I'm going to get through all the chats. Don't worry about it. Jelly, count me in. Theo's good shit. It's a shame that the day of his win, the shit talking begins against him. Can't even give the man 1 damn week to revel in his sweet bliss. Absolutely, man. This is. I have always given guys time to relish their win, bro. Always. Even when Mayweather would win fights, and I felt the fights are bullshit, I still gave him a couple days. You know what I mean? Didn't matter who it was, even if I talked shit before the fight. And this is a big unification fight he just won. The guy can't even have a moment, right? He can't have a week without people questioning whether he has real star power, whether I don't know, man. I think it's just because he's Latino and he's like, come on, dude. Shit's ridiculous, bro. Right? Can't even give us, like, these Loma fans are being sore losers, all right? And then you have a bunch of other people, man, just not giving this kid his credit. Like, it's insane. It's fucking crazy to me. I've been on YouTube for a long time. I haven't seen something like this. So it's whatever. Probably never moved up to Welcher until way later. Turned on a fight with Leonard We have been over and over this for years. So here we go. Here we go. But Pryor did call him out, though, Appleton. But then again, they offered him the fight. I get all that. So it is weird. Wasn't Cotto over Samario for a silver belt? Just, I don't know, bro. Wrong dude, Pryor never. Dub Leonard. Gotcha. Got Local Sports. The king of Puerto Rican boxing talk here on YouTube. Teofimo dare to be great. Now he's an A-side, folks. Just need to live with that. Absolutely. D-Style, you know what I meant. Damn, there we go. But that was good, right? I got all this shit ready, bro. I got shit ready for I got receipts on everybody. Right? Even some good friends of mine. I got receipts on you guys, bro. Never make arguments based on emotion or that are convenient for you at the time. Because at some point, it's going to be very inconvenient to you. Let me close out with this. Of course, I want to see Teofimo Lopez against Devin Haney. If that fight happens next, there's no complaint from me. However, stop labeling the man a ducker when he's clearly already talked about it. He proactively brought up Devin Haney's name, him damn self. Okay? They already had a FaceTime and talked about fighting each other. For all we know, these two guys have already been talking behind the scenes about fighting each other. Hey, man, say this, say that, and we're going to pump up this fight, yada, 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 right? So we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. That's the guess of mine. But Devin Haney's the one that put himself in a weird predicament in that chessboard. Okay, we'll go back to that Crawford argument that's been used, and that I'm like, you know what? Good points, right? Crawford wants to, he wants to be in the Super Bowl. He wants Spence to collect all the belts. You remember that argument? Well, that's where we are now. So if you're gonna say Tank Davis is the real quote unquote WBA champion, and Haney's the real WBC champion, and Theo, he has the IBF and the WBA. If you're gonna make that argument, then I don't want to hear everything directed at Theo. How about we direct some of it at these guys? Why not talk about Tank fighting Devin? Why not? What the fuck has Tank done at 135? What has Devin done? Beat a guy with a last name moron? That's it? That's it? I mean, how sweet would it look on the resume, the winner of that fight, and then they could fight Theo in a Super Bowl. In the Super Bowl of lightweight. That's all I'm saying, right? If Theo's quote-unquote ducking him, then why isn't Tank ducking him if Tank's supposedly a real champion? So I just wanted to come on here, give my piece, right? And that's that, honestly. We'll be on tonight, man. Chief Funk and myself, 97 Rough, Dave 404, Milcar, Joe Habib. I think we're going to get that midnight box for anybody who remembers him. It's going to be a full panel. And talk some boxing tonight. I'll do a post and all that good stuff. So you guys know, stay tuned, man. It's only in about less than 3 hours, that show. So make sure you tune in and all that. Okay? No. What am I talking about? It's in 3.5 hours. In 3.5 hours, that show's on. So here on D-Style Boxing Live, right? Shout out to Gano Local Sports, right? And all that. I'm out. Peace.